Yeah.
We're going to PDAI. PDAI first. Oh, so it just did that right when I said that?
I don't
What
think
just
that's
happened?
correct.
What the hell? Oh, is that the other one? Is that the fake PDAI?
That's the pump tires die, PDAI.
Oh
Damn
yeah,
it.
That's
Jesus. Scared the shit out of everyone here.
You know what
Good thing there's
happened?
only-
Everyone's like, what just happened?
That's obvious what happened there, though, because they're all moving over to the real PDAI probably.
Yes, 100%.
And then as we get louder, as people start to hear the echoes down the halls of crypto about base PDAI, they're gonna wake up and see, hey, PDAI's on base. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, there's the BpDAI chart.
Well, I don't want to give that site credit anymore. I used to use them as a tracker, but definitely not anymore. There we go. Much.
What chart is
Much
that,
better.
bro?
Look at this. I'm on a little bit of a crackhead chart. It's a 5-minute chart. We're just looking back here in the last week. But when you look at that, what bad times, right? This is just great times. This is great times. We click back into the 15-minute chart. We're gonna see a little bit of
Jeez.
go back on the one. Okay. All right.
Back
I
to
think I
reality.
see what's going on. All right. I think I see what's going on here. Look, hey, it's a recovery, and that's what we're talking about. We're going back to 1 penny first with PDAI, and then 10 cents, and then 50. Sorry, my bad. I don't know how I didn't do that right the first time. 50. 75.90. 99, and then we hit $1. Let's fucking go.
It's going to be an absolute battle royale to a dollar. It's going to be fascinating. It's going to be fascinating.
Yes.
You will see true PvP at its finest.
Look,
But now, I mean,
this is
now
what we're here for.
It seems like it's truly is the true believers that are in it right now.
Oh yeah. Out of all the things I've ever
100%.
been in, these are the most absolute crayon eating, window licking. They're just units. Everyone that's in this coin is an absolute unit. You have to be.
Look at that, man. What was it? Point. It was three. It was 0.033 was the top.
It was like 3.3, 3.4, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
3.394, like that.
Yeah, it was nice.
3.4.
Yeah, it was real nice. So but I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have as much as I have now when it got to 3.3. I have probably 3 times more now because it just absolutely nuked.
Yep. Look, if you liked PDAI at a penny when it was going to 2 pennies and then going to 3 pennies, and you were like, holy shit, here we go. I mean, I love it here. Let's fucking go. I got way more here than I did at a penny.
Oh, it's so much easier to get, and especially like a couple weeks ago, when it was just kind of hovering 3 zeros, 7, 3 zeros, 8, come back down 3 zeros, 7. You just traded in them. I mean, if you're a liquidity provider, it was ideal. It was an ideal range.
Yeah, look at that.
It was just ranging. Every once in a while, it'd get to like 309, then come back down to 3074, then 3084, then back down. So, but this is what I always tell people: like, unless you can do this full time and you have the ability and wherewithal to sit here and just cut the 5-minute chart and trade it, the trading game is going to humble many people, especially first cycle people. So first cycle people, they see that range right there, right? You see it from that red candle. Yeah, that range. They're like, oh, I got this. I'm just going to buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here. Oops. See you later. And that's what it does. And that's what a true bull cycle will do to you. And that's why it's like, dude, my advice is always, at least 90% of your portfolio, don't touch it. Just get into whatever you believe in and just sit there. And if you really, really want to scratch that itch, just use a small percentage of that to go play around. But like look at how much that small percentage is going to get for you at the end of this bull run. At the end of the day, right? How much is that small percentage really going to be worth compared to the stuff you just held?
Mm-hmm.
Right? You just hold. How much is that going to be worth compared to the amount that you were trading? Because to make money, you got to have money. And a lot of traders that are very, very successful, they don't sit there and clip in their whole bag, right? They don't clip in their whole bag, clip out, clip in, clip out, clip in, clip out, because that's how you get rinsed hard. You know, you go into one thing, dev rugs, liquidity gets pulled, something, now you're out. Now you have nothing. So the smart guys, the smart traders, they'll do like clips of like $250, $1,000, $250, $1,000, 500. They kind of play around with those kind of numbers. That way, if something goes south, they live to fight another day. That's one of the hardest. That's one of the hardest things as a crypto. I don't know if you want to call it a trader, but if you're trying to be a crypto trader, that's one of like the hardest things to do, because you see, okay, you put in 250 and you bank it, right? You get like a 3x. What you think to yourself is, oh my God, if I would have put in all 10,000, I would have had 30,000. So what are you going to do next time? You think that you're that same guy and you go ahead and chuck in your 10 racks. See ya. Oops.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just got into a honeypot. Uh-oh. What do you do now? You have nothing. So that's why I always say traders usually rinse themselves, like pure traders. Like I don't hold anything. All I do is trade. You will probably rinse your portfolio in about 4 months. And that's
4 days if we're talking Solana.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because like everyone thinks that they're smarter than the market and they think they can time things correctly. And again, you can. This guy. Trey's trying to turn me into like Maria. Here's a fun fact. I did not work at NASA. I did not work at Google. I worked for some pretty cool companies, but not as a dev.
Has anyone ever actually vetted that? Are they truly, Maria truly is NASA astrophysicist?
Oh, dude,
great question.
Dude, I'm pretty sure there's like a whole team of people. There's a core group of like 4 guys back when PDAI first got discovered, like a month or 2 after Pulse Chain launched. That's when the PDAI narrative came out hard, because they were doing some background investigations, and like a month or 2 after Pulse Chain came out, that's when all the tweets and like the alpha dropped, right? And that's when I got in. I believe I got in August of whenever Pulse Chain launched. I think it was in May. Was it May that it launched? Pulse Chain a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Whenever it was, I got in a couple months later, and that's when I originally got into PDAI. And I learned the hard way because I got rinsed through the Sami FUD. I didn't know what the hell was going on, but I listened to Sami. I had bought like 2 days before the Sami FUD. It ran up. Sami FUD'd. It went down. I was able to get out and still make money on it though. And then it started going back up again. I had to buy back in higher. I wasn't able to get my original bag. Yeah, I learned very quickly that, that's why you get in with what you believe in. It doesn't matter what someone says. And he made a great point. If one person can come out, obviously besides the founder, but if one like KOL or influencer or something can make a tweet and just nuke your chart and it just doesn't do anything from then on out, it's like, did you have a really strong community there in the first place? And I saw what happened after the Sami FUD, and I was like, oh, these motherfuckers. There's people buying right now. What the fuck?
So, Mo, I'm wondering if you have that video we were looking at earlier on all the PDAI info, and if just like a 1 to 2 minute clip starting at 4:43, people are like wondering what the hell we're even talking about PDAI, and where we got the base PDAI now. Why is it relevant? Why in the world would anybody care about this token that was launched on Pulse Chain? There's a much deeper belief structure behind it and need. You know, even if PDAI doesn't fulfill it, that doesn't take away the need for a completely decentralized stablecoin, right? That has no ties to any government that no one owns, right? And PDAI could truly be the blueprint for something like that. I mean, that's what a lot of the true believer status, you know, comes from with PDAI. And we're not saying base PDAI is going to be anything like a decentralized stablecoin. This is just the having fun aspect with the legend and lore and all of the research and the data that has backed up what PDAI is and why people follow it so closely and why it has garnered so much attention in the entire crypto space and especially on Pulse Chain.
Well, I mean, to that extent, you know, a bunch of PDAI homers just made base PDAI, and you know, we did it as a joke, and yet we now have this community that is rallying behind this token, and we are knocking on the door of 100K, which is wild considering we started at 0K. It's consistently in the top 15 on Zora, consistently in the top 25 on volume on Zora. It's absolutely wild. So PDAI is such a narrative that we're having fun with it over here, and we're building a community of PDAI homers over on base, trying to spread this gospel that is PDAI. So let me pull up that video as you were.
I'll give you the exact right now. Live is 12 on volume, and I think we're 9. I think we're 9 on market cap. We indeed are.
Nice. Very nice. There you go. Top 15, top 10. Not bad. We even cracked the top 5 there at one point.
Oh man, we were 2. Before, we were.
Yeah. Were we actually 2? Damn,
we were 2 on the trending for volume at one point.
Yes, we were definitely. I
we
think
had
4 was the highest we hit on market cap, but still, we're getting there again. Well, we will get there again. We will crack this top 10. We will crack 100K, and then the next prize is cracking the top 100 on base, which is not far behind 100K.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on any given day, 100K market cap might be the 100th biggest thing on base. So you never know. We're going to crack that sooner than later. Let's fucking go. Grab yourself a little bit of PDAI and have a little bit of fun. You said the video.
Ted,
I slid him in when you were talking.
Ted just slid in, you know. He's like, hey.
What's up, Ted?
I'm going with the groove, man.
Bunch of unobservant bastards.
You got like a lot of chemistry going, man. I'm just like riding it. Keep it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad
How you doing, buddy? It looks like you're back home. Is that what
I
did you
am
from
home.
Your chair? Oh. Nice.
I was in Johnny's state of mind.
It's okay, Ted. Everyone knows I live in Kentucky. It's fine, bud.
It's okay. Yeah, it's good. Then.
Yeah.
He's like, I should stop saying what I'm saying.
I don't mind people know that I live in Kentucky. I'm proud, buddy.
Wait, but you're not originally from Kentucky, though, are you?
No.
One thing I learned about people in Kentucky, it's easy to talk like them because all you have to do is not use your bottom lip. Because if you don't use your bottom lip, then you can sound like a Kentuckian.
That's west. So that's west.
Yeah,
and
that's the western portion of Kentucky down there.
Eastern Kentucky
they don't use the bottom lip when they talk.
Eastern Kentucky, instead of a GHT, like right, light, it would be like RITE, LIT. Rat, brat, y'all.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. They like their hunting and their bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you made it back safe, sir.
Thanks.
How long do you have at home before you got to get back on the road again?
Monday, I'm back on a jet.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Going to the storm-stricken sections of North Carolina. to provide some recovery efforts there.
Oh.
When they got clobbered by those bad storms back in February.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of infrastructure damage and stuff. So we're going to go down and do some assessing and help them with the grant money and the money that's coming in to help rebuild that area. We're going to be instrumental in that process. So
you're a good man, sir.
Those people deserve it. They've been through a lot. So go and spread some joy and make people happy. That's part of the mission.
Did you get your Hive mapper yet, Ted?
No. No. And I am so. How long did it take for you to get yours when you ordered it?
I was really early, so I was. I've had mine for a long time. I've been driving with it for like, I don't even know, 2 years now.
Yeah, because I ordered mine in February of 2024. Oh. And then they did the upgrade to the B, right?
Yeah.
And then the president, founder dude who runs that whole thing, he finally DM'd me and said that they've been waiting on a part because I ordered the Wi-Fi version, not the the SIM one. So if ever I pass a Wi-Fi zone or whatever I pull into my house, it'll automatically download for me and everything.
Yeah, I was on a like an initial panel of like people that were just repping basically for Hive Mapper. It never really went anywhere because I was just interested in driving. And if you guys don't know, Hive Mapper is like a dash cam you put in your car and you earn Solana. What they're trying to do is be the decentralized competitor to Google Maps, basically. So you pull in the map data by driving around. It just constantly is taking pictures. You upload it on your Wi-Fi when you get back home, and you get paid in Solana week. Well, no, you get paid in their token weekly, and you can convert that to Solana if you want to.
Which is honey.
But it's cool. If you drive enough, you basically make gas money every week.
Yeah, there's another one out there that actually you can use your smartphone. It's called Natex. I've been using that in the interim, and that you actually earn Solana as well, and you just put it on your dash like yay, and it records and rewards points and all that stuff, but that's not what I paid for. So I bought that thing for like $500. I'm still waiting on it.
Yep. Yeah.
So,
it'll pay itself back.
Yeah,
especially if you get it soon.
Yeah, if I get it soon, that'd be great. Because...
And you do a ton of driving, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, for me to drive down to the Carolinas or Western Virginia or something like that, we're talking 5-6 hour runs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
that's good stuff.
Anyways, back to the die of P base.
PDAI, base P. All right. Hey, the video, you said the 430 mark?
What did I say exactly? Yeah, the 443.
443.
That's where you started from?
That's
where you started?
Yeah, well, this is just a section called Crypto Heartbeat, the relevance of PDAI, which I think is good.
Okay. By the way, before he falls asleep, because it's like 5 a.m. where he is, shout out to Shrey. This DGen just made 10K on some plays right before he came on stream. And he's like, I'm still up. I'm going to get in there. So if you're still awake, shout out your champion, sir.
And the Lord doesn't decontinue. And thank you for all I saw the info he flashed up on Maria. Sorry to cut you off. That was good.
No, you're good. Just shout out House of Warlords. This is their coin just as much as it is a council of LPs.
Brooks and Dunn.
This is a community coin that's celebrating the greatness that is PDAI. All right, let me pull up the video now before I forget about it.
Right now, cryptocurrency, the term.
No.
That was riveting.
To go away.
It's not a cryptocurrency right now. It's a crypto asset. And so people are storing value in these assets. There are a number of utility coins that are doing different things that have a specific utility. But for the most part, there's not widespread across the world use of crypto as far as means of exchange. It's moving in that direction, certainly. Governments are making purchases, but it's not this world reserve currency at this point. So this battle is ultimately for what is going to be the means of exchange for this whole decentralized financial system, truly decoupled from this war machine centralized thing. It's important for you to understand what the real battle is behind the scenes and why it's so significant and what it actually represents. Understand the times that we live in. This is the breaking apart of a system, and there are players within that system that are trying to take control. If you look at the stable coins, that's really what the battle's for. These things are centralized. Who's partnering up with the government? CEO of Coinbase, obviously Circle and USDC is related to them. They're colluding to create a scenario in which they have complete access and control. There has to be a truly decentralized system, an alternative financial system. You have this illusion that you have independence. Well, an analyst at some three-letter agency can say, we're just going to turn you off. The more and more that we see of this, the more and more we understand what Richard Hart's goal is with Pulse Chain. Why is DAI important? Because Richard doesn't have the admin keys to USDC or USDT.
Are they going to use their admin keys to invalidate all the coins and freeze them all? Nobody knows. Fake DeFi, things that have admin keys, like stable coins, depends on what you consider authoritative to whether you own it or not. Is it that some guy's centralized server says you do, or is it that the blockchain says you do? They can just turn off your coins whenever they want. Some stable coins don't have an admin key. I don't think DAI has an admin key.
DAI is different. PDAI is tied to the maker contract. So this P maker contract that has been altered, if in fact that gets collateralized, the ability for Pulse Chain to have its own separate, truly decentralized and collateralized stablecoin means that we can do transactions, and it can be this alternative financial system. And in the vision for this alternative financial system is possible, because the future of crypto, ultimately long term, is that you won't need to go to fiat. That's actually the future of transactions, is having something that is universally a dollar. If you're a business owner, at the point of sale, you want to have something that's stable. You don't want to be in something that fluctuates, because you've got costs. For transactions, you're going to need a stablecoin. This is the closest thing to a non-admin key stablecoin. Having that properly collateralized on the Pulse Chain, the proposals that are out there to essentially peg this to a dollar is bigger than most people understand. You know, this is the real DeFi. There's actually somebody out defending the purpose behind why Bitcoin was created in the beginning. That is a really big vision. So it's not in the hands of people that are tied to governments. It's not in the hands of people that are tied to AWS. It is in the hands of independent individual people across the world. So truly decentralized. And PDAI is a key to that. It's another piece in the puzzle. I think the next big thing for Pulse Chain is going to be privacy. Is how do
It's a good place to stop right
That's
there.
good.
Yeah, this is a great video, and if you want to watch it, hop into either House of Warlords or Council of LP, and we can drop it in there again. It's probably already in both of them. But look, that's the idea behind PDAI. If you're from base and this is your first exposure, or if you're from another ecosystem and this is your first real exposure to what the hell the PDAI story is, that's a really good primer into what we're trying to go for here.
Who did that video?
Yep.
One of the Pulse Chain
sir.
guys. I don't have his
I'd never heard of him before.
tag handy.
That doesn't
sorry,
mean
I
anything.
don't-
It's not like I know
I don't-
everybody, but
I don't
it
give him
wasn't
credit.
someone that I'd ever heard of. But yeah, it came out in this banger video. It was like, this is like really well done. Very well done.
Oh, I'm trying to find it. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm gonna want to check that out.
We need someone to fork that video, and just every time he says PDAI, you throw it a BpDAI.
Shrike, can you put that that video in House of Warlords for me right now, just so I can see, and that way I can give them the gentleman credit who actually did it, so I'm not completely ripping off the guy's work.
Coattails.
But it's a banger video, and everybody had to understand it, because what we're doing here is an homage to PDAI. Like, we want to see PDAI go to $1. We've been in it for a long time.
The real one.
Yeah, the real PDAI. We've been in it for a long time, and we we fucking believe in this thing. We believe in Pulse Chain. We believe in the entire idea of decentralization. Look, this is our thing. But Base, not everybody knows about this. So this is kind of our way to start bringing this to Base. So since this is an homage to Pulse Chain and PDAI, we will highlight this every stream because people do need to know this. Now, having said that, yes.
Question. So, Pulse, I'm looking for opinions and thoughts for, say, the non-savvy crypto-y type of
Is that
person.
what you just put? Hang on. I'm sorry. Nathan, is that what you just put up in the chat?
I put it everywhere just now, yeah.
Clover Crypto is who that was.
Clover Crypto?
So shout out to Clover Crypto for one of the best PDAI videos I've seen. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so what I was getting at is with Pulse, you have to bridge to it, right?
Yes.
So
yeah, it is a chain. So like,
yeah, it is a
like
chain.
any other
So
chain, you got to bridge to it.
But then again, if I want to go buy ETH, I can just go and use my Coinbase wallet, and buy ETH flat out. So I consider that an easy onboard. But where I'm going with this is, for people that are relatively new or inexperienced with Pulse, for them to go through the process to get Pulse, they have to go through the bridge process. Do you guys, I'm just looking for thoughts and ideas or opinions, do you consider that something that should be or is a hindrance to the success or the adoption, or could that slow the adoption? Or is there, does it make sense to have it to where you could just have your Coinbase example wallet and just use fiat to buy Pulse instead of having to buy ETH?
Anyone who says that that's not the ultimate goal is a lying pile of shit.
Okay.
Because if you look at all the chains that are just absolutely doing work right now, Solana, Base, look at Solana and Base, the amount of volume that these guys are doing, the amount of money that's going in between, that's trading back and forth.
It's insane.
Well, one of the reasons why, and I've talked to plenty of normies, right? One of the reasons why no one knows about Pulse Chain is just because you have to actually do your own research on how to Pulse Chain, how to get money from, it's like the way I always start is, do you know how to get money onto Ethereum? And usually everyone says, oh, I have Coinbase. Like, okay, do you have a DeFi wallet or are you on a centralized exchange? I have it on Coinbase. Okay, so you're on a centralized exchange. You get your money off that into a DeFi wallet. What's a DeFi wallet? God damn it. Okay, now I have to talk to them about MetaMask and Rabby.
Right.
So pick one. MetaMask, Rabby, those are the two easiest ones. Pick one. Okay, cool. Now you have your Ethereum in a wallet. Now you got to go to the bridge, connect your wallet to the bridge. Then you have to send money to, blah, blah. It takes 30 minutes. The only bridge that takes 30 minutes. Now, it's one of the safest bridges out there, right? It's one of the safest bridges out there. It's never been hacked. It's very, very safe. It takes 30 minutes. It gets clogged all the time. Okay. So what I always tell people is like, look, if you eventually are going to be holding Pulse Chain, if that's like your core bags is on the Pulse Chain side, don't wait for green candles or red candles to bridge over there. Bridge over now when there's nothing going on.
Right.
Like anything crazy going on with just one specific thing, which is clogging the bridge. Get your money over there. But it's very simple to bridge. It's just a lot of stupid steps.
That's my point.
Can I cut in? Can I cut in right there?
Yeah,
it is a lot of steps, but it's not mainstream. That's the fucking point. Like, was it easy to grab Bitcoin when it wasn't on exchanges?
Absolutely not.
No.
Was it easy to grab anything before it gets on any major exchange? So if you're a fucking 50-year-old, fucking Bob Smith with a Coinbase account, the only thing you have access to is things that are on Coinbase, the absolute mainstream things. Well, what was the price of Sui before it was on Base? What was the price of anything before it was on Base? Why?
Right.
Well, it was a lot harder for people to get into it. So Pulse Chain has not gone mainstream, due in part to the gatekeeping that was going on with the SEC and everything else.
Yeah.
And so it still is an opportunity for people to get into something before it goes mainstream. And it is super easy to bridge. By then, a lot of those gains are going to be gone. That's the whole fucking point. So is it going to be easier? Yes. But by then, you're going to be missing a lot of the gains. So do you want to wait for a perfect bridge, or do you want to learn and get into something? Because let me tack on to that just a little bit more. And I'm pulling up a deck screener right now, or at least I'm talking about it. I'm not actually doing it. Hang on. Not that.
Running again.
Oh, that's the video. Running again. There we go. Okay, this is just for 1 second. This is something called Ink Chain. Never heard of it. 5.5 million in volume. I guarantee you that if you're some 50-year-old guy on Coinbase, you don't know how to get on Ink Chain, just like you don't know how to get on Pulse Chain. So that's kind of just to double down on that point is, yeah, it's still early. It hasn't gone into mainstream adoption. Almost nothing carries it. You have to go onto the Pulse Chain side and go work with the Pulse Chain dexes to play with it. You can play with Hex on this side. That's about the only way you can get any exposure to it. But beyond that.
Right. So through curiosity and education, you have a huge advantage to get in wicked early.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. So really, I mean, I understand it all, but I'm kind of voicing this out to people that may be listening that, you know, if they actually go to do this stuff and they've never done it, they're gonna be like, what?
Hey,
you know?
I'll tell you what, this is what I always say. We have 2 banger groups where you can get handheld anything in crypto, you name it. There's nothing that the House of Warlords or the Council of LP with the 1,000 members between the two, because now House of Warlords is at 500 people, right? They're growing super fast. We're over 500 people. I mean, just, dude, between the 2 groups, if you're not in there, I don't know what the hell you're doing with your life, because you should have 0 questions about anything in crypto. Shrey knows everything about every goddamn chain. It's ridiculous. Even the chains that have like 50 cents in volume, he's making 10 grand on them. Like you could literally, if you have a question about a chain, you could ask it in one of those 2 groups. If you have a question about LPing, you could ask it in either of those groups. If you have a question about bridges, how to bridge, what's the best wallet to use? I mean, it's literally your one-stop shop for all things crypto. It's literally like Grok or Chat GPT. Someone in the chat will answer, and they will answer thoroughly, and they won't scam you. You know what I mean? So it's a super safe environment for people to get plugged in and just learn if they need to learn, educate if they need to educate, and get alpha if they want to get alpha. If there's something in there for everybody. That's why I always say, dude, just get plugged in, you know?
Yep. And this discussion was just that, educational.
And that's what I would say to someone that's like, what's a bridge? I wouldn't even go on my rant because I'm going to lose them.
Right.
I'd be like, do you have Telegram? Yes. Okay. Write this down. As soon as you get 5 minutes, join this Telegram group and ask whatever question you want. No one's going to call you names. You know what I mean? Everyone is there to help everybody. So, and then you also get Vanessa in the BpDAI chat.
Oh, hey, by the way, breaking news. Breaking news. We now have an image generator thanks to Rhino Slasho. He just put an image generating bot, an AI image generating bot in the BpDAI chat. So you can go in there, do /image, type your prompt, and you will get something. It's kind of funny sometimes, but you know, we can teach it.
No way. Wait, we have our own little like Grok kind of thing?
Well, it's whatever Telegram. I trust Rhino is because I've seen him play around with those things before. I think we still have one in the Council of LP, but we had the voice generator and we had the image generator. some are better than others. And he brought one in that I've never heard of, but it's in there now. You just do /image, type a prompt, and you'll get something.
No way.
Yes way.
I like it. I like it. Kayonda way.
Hey, let me just point this out. We got 67 homers in the chat right now for a Friday night when a lot of other people are going, no, it's me time. I need that work-life balance. I need to take care of myself. Those people aren't going to fucking make it. But everyone in this fucking chat, you guys are going to fucking make it. You guys are homers. Appreciate y'all for being here. Do me a favor, follow everyone. If you're not by now, I know you all are. Share it out if you can. We appreciate all the support. BpDAI.
You want more breaking news? BpDAI 90K. BpDAI 90K. That's what's happening.
Hang on.
We are 6K away from all-time high.
Oh, shit. Look at that, 90K.
Door. Shut the front door.
Nice little hop.
What's our all-time high market cap? I know we just kind of kissed it. But that was just like a kiss, right? It was just like
are we calling the wick or that second little mini wick? What do we want to call the actual top?
No, the actual top, bro. What's the actual top?
Right.
What's the
tippity
don't
top? Fake it. The tippity top.
Enhance.
Good God.
Enhance. Look at that wick.
96K. We're 6K.
Okay.
Not far off.
Mm-hmm.
Look at straight put. Hey, hold on. I'm bringing this up. Look at this. Got to flush out the non-believer before we top blast all-time high. Not non-believers. Non-believer.
Is there one?
Was there non-believer?
I see what you did there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I see what you did there.
Hey, speaking of the chat, let's get to the chat because I have actually kind of ignored it until now. Trey started by making fun of me because I'm never on time. Look, we all have that friend who says he's going to be there in 5 minutes and then shows up 20 minutes later.
Ooh.
That's me. It happens.
I'm at the light, bro.
I know, bro. You haven't even left your house. Shut up. Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna. Let me go to the bathroom and then I'll leave in a second.
Oh God! Thank God I don't smoke pot anymore. That was a bad time. Oh God.
Yep.
I'm high right now.
These snozberries taste like snozberries.
Yeah.
Where's Waldo based in your face? BpDAI.
Hey, don't make fun of our name, Ted.
Let's fucking rip some out, bro.
Clanking hard. Look at this. Hang on. You get that back.
I don't know if you can see this, but this is a 95-pound dumbbell.
It's a 500-pound dumbbell.
What's the line from American Psycho when he's like, every morning I do however many, he's like, I do push-ups. I can do 1,000 now.
Oh, I forgot.
I don't know. If I could do 1,000 push-ups, I wouldn't be on here with you guys. I'd have an OF channel making dollars.
I'd be yelling at people.
Breaking doorknobs every door you walk into. You're like, oh, I'm sorry, I broke another door just because of these beef sticks I got. I don't know what. I was trying to come up with a name for muscular arms on the fly.
Okay, there was actually a question in here that I'm getting to. By the way, Shrey said one of the neat things about us is we don't have any blacklists.
No.
Yeah.
No. That's because both the Council and House of Warlords, both of those Telegram channels, it's unique. It's very unique in Telegram. Chain agnostic. We don't care what chain you're in. Just don't talk shit about anyone else's thing that they like, and you're good to go. That's the only rule. Like, don't come in there and trash anything because it's free speech. I mean, you can trash it all you want, but you're going to get booted because we don't got time for that. It's all about alpha and welcoming and knowledge. That's it. Yeah. And that's all it should be. That's what it should be. There should be no gatekeeping. That's why.
Can I give a shout out to Moneymaker Mish? She's awesome.
She's got a question here.
I think we're giving her a lot. I really enjoy when she gets aha moments, and she's had a couple in Council of LP. And I see that video just kind of turned her mind on to things. As the PDAI lore and the all of the research, and it's hard to even call it lore because it's backed by a ton of research and data that has been watched on chain for years.
Oh, you're gonna send Mish down a rabbit hole, a PDAI rabbit hole, aren't you? It's a rabbit hole, Mish. It's a big rabbit hole, but
93K market cap.
Fascinating. What?
Yep.
Ted, you're like our buy bot, dude. I love it.
You know what's interesting, and we've been noticing this about Zora, is there seems to be a way that it stabilizes LPs, or it's always trying to be on point with the Ethereum price. So it's funny when you see you'll see like a buy come in, and then you'll see these like 2-cent sells come in, and the price keeps going up. And you're like, why? And then that's now becoming, BpDAI has now become an indicator to me. If you see a 2-cent buy come in and the price goes down, I'm like, well, ETH just dropped. And you go over to Ethereum, you're like, oh yeah, it just dropped. We are intensely,
so
BpDAI is intensively bonded with Ethereum.
What you could say is that, which is interesting. It's interesting, and anyone that's in PDAI can back me on this. When PDAI first came out, that was one of the most interesting things about it, is when a big buy would come in, there would be a whole shitload of sells that came right after it. Like small ones, little tiny ones, right? And then the opposite would happen. If a big sell came in, a whole bunch of buys would come in. So it's kind of funny that this is kind of doing that. Has nothing to do with us. It's just kind of how the cards are laid out before us. But it is kind of interesting that that ecosystem has their, AMM, we have ours. But theirs is a little bit obviously much more sophisticated, because theirs will do like $250 buys and $50 buys if there's a big sell. This one does like 4-cent buys or 40-cent buys, something like that. But it's still very, very unique to see. And I've never seen it before. I especially didn't see it last year when we were playing on base. I never saw anything like that. So it's interesting.
Unless it was unless it was an obvious volume bot that was set up in there.
No. I'm not talking about volume bots that just buys all damn day, like 1-cent buys for like 8 hours straight. No, not talking about that. But we played in base for 4 months straight last year, and I never saw like a buy and then right after it a couple of sells that bring the price to like almost perfect parity with the Ethereum ratio.
I just like that ETH goes up like $5 and our market cap goes up like 3K.
Bondage. Well, here's the reason why ours goes up so much with very little ETH going up, is because if you look at our market cap compared to our liquidity, which isn't necessarily a beautiful thing. You don't necessarily, for a meme coin, it's not the most beautiful thing to see a lot of liquidity that matches the market cap.
52%.
Generally, generally.
We're at almost half right now. We have 50K in liquidity, 93K market cap.
Generally, degens look for like an 8 to 10% liquidity to market cap ratio. That's the sweet spot. But again, that's like a pure degen. I'm getting in 7 days, I'm out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is built different. This is a meme that's built to last. The beautiful thing about having this amount of liquidity that I'm understanding now is that it takes a little bit more to pump the price up, but it's more sustainable, right? Mm-hmm. So you're not going to get a whole bunch of wikis, right? And then the other thing, the reverse about that, is if a sell comes in, it doesn't necessarily nuke us like it would with something with way less liquidity, right? It's going to take more to bring it down just as much as it does go up. So it's almost a more conservative meme play, I guess you could say.
Okay.
It's not just like,
we had 5K in sell.
What's
we had
that?
5K in sell pressure today, and
we're almost and we're up.
Yeah,
like that's crazy. That's crazy. If you go to any other small cap, low liquidity environment, 5K sells. It's not going to be
guys.
Don't tell me,
guys.
We're gonna do it.
We're tapping on the door here. We're tapping on the door.
Tappy. Why? Did ETH just pump again? It probably did. Look at that. No, it didn't.
I think we had a buy in somewhere. Nope, another big buy. 890 buy.
Whoa.
Oh.
Good.
Whoa. Whoa. See, here's the thing. We have believers in here. We have a lot of believers in here. You have to be an absolute believer to top blast 890 right now.
This is amazing. Bro, look, 100K.
No one here is selling. No one here is selling. No one here. We're not going to sell
100. Yeah, and you know what? Hey, that's a good point, because now this isn't a lot, but if you notice creator earnings, I don't know if you know what I'm doing with those, but when you check activity, you can see me just clipping in every time I get any creator earnings. So all of that's just gone right back into the chart. So
say that again. Say that again slower and articulate it for the people in the back there, bud.
Everything I've earned as a creator for this coin, I've put back into the chart. It's not a tremendous amount of money, but every single cent that they've paid me for this coin so far, I put right back into the chart.
Is it more than $1?
It's right there.
Yeah. It's 286 so far.
I feel like
over 10 days.
I feel like that's a great amount. That's a decent amount, dude.
Yeah.
$20-$30 a day. I'm chunking into this thing.
What did you do with all of it?
So all of it has been put back into the chart.
All of it?
100%.
You didn't sell it and go buy yourself some ice cream cones?
No, sir.
You didn't pay an electric bill with that you had pending?
I'll tell you, I've sold as much BpDAI as I've market sold Dragon Fart Dust. Zero.
Fat
zero, son.
Zero.
No market selling of that. No, sir. No. Look, we're in something really special. This is at the very, very beginning. Okay, 99% of these cryptos don't make it to 100K. 99% of them don't make it to 1 million. Did we just do it?
Yep.
We just did it.
Liquidity went up $4,000 too.
Hang on. This calls for
look at Johnny.
I know what I need to do here.
100. I don't know how to do 100.
Bro, BpDAI
up I know
26% in the last 6 hours. Congratulations to the holders. 16% on the day. It's fucking beautiful. DAI up 74% in the last 24 hours. 29% up in the last 6 hours. Interesting correlation there. Last 6 hours.
And the old apple.
Okay, I finally have it. You ready?
Don't fuck it up.
And back to what you said before, real quick, Mo, was
we ate a zero.
No, you go ahead. We ate a zero.
Yo,
we did.
Here's the story about a little guy that lives
you gotta put the video on, Mo.
And all day and all night and everything.
That's the ending video. It's only like 10 seconds.
Like him,
if we're at 100K, we're playing it for 100K.
With a blue little window and a blue Corvette.
You guys ready? Money Maker Mitch, we're gonna get to that question, by the way.
And everybody around, because he ain't got nobody to listen.
What? 100K.
I'm blue. I've been deed, I've been died. 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 I'm blue. I've been deed, I've been died. 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 I've been deed, I've been died.
Yeti. Shout out Yeti.
Shout out Yeti. I'm just looking at my PDAI in my wallet.
Look, my PDAI is looking good. My BpDAI is looking good. Let's
Dude.
fucking go. This is just the beginning of each of these journeys, boys.
This is so
Fucking go.
Well done, everybody. Well done, holders. Congratulations, everybody. That's a good milestone, dude. That's a gnarly milestone for Zora, bro.
0 to 100K.
$0 market cap, zero liquidity.
PDAI to
You know
what?
how many cryptos never make it to 100K?
PDAI to what, Mo?
PDAI to $1.
We're top 10 trending.
Top 10 trending. Come on, guys.
PDAI to
market cap.
We're having fun. We're having a good time.
BpDAI to $1. There you go.
Look at us.
Wow, that's cool, guys.
All right. Now, sorry, because I had this up forever. Gentlemen, would you please pontificate with me? What do you think the next what do you think is what's next for Pulse Chain now that now that Richard Hart has won his case? Now literally won the case. Everyone else had shit tossed out, or I should say they had the SEC settle out.
You mean the SEC bribe? Yeah. The extortion? Yeah.
He actually won this case. 100% won it.
Fact.
So, what do you think is next? Do you think streaming is in the future? What do you think happens then? Where are we going? What do you think happens to Pulse Chain? Do you think he works in the background? He starts making the connections and we start seeing this thing go more mainstream?
Well, he did talk about that wallet, right?
I think a wallet is coming. There are people that are suggesting that it's going to be a fork of Railway because we all know that he loves privacy and he uses Railway. We know he's an active user of Railway wallet. So I would imagine that that's next as far as roadmap goes. As far as the streaming goes, my question would be, do we necessarily need him streaming? Look, Pulse Chain has 170 or 150 content creators. Okay. Like there's a million different ecosystems on Pulse Chain. There's more than enough to get you plugged in. My question would be, okay, let's say Richard Hart does stream. Would we hear anything that we haven't heard in the past? Would he say anything that, even his last video that he did, yeah, it was great to hear him. It was great to see he's okay and he's fine and everything. But I didn't get any new info from that. His videos are they're starting to kind of be redundant, right? So if he does stream, I would rather watch his stream that he does with other people. Those were always my favorite streams, not just him talking. Because if it's just him talking, he's going to give himself a 1 hour pat on the back. It's like, yeah, dude, we get it. You're smart. We get it. You did all the stuff. That's cool. I want to see him talk with other people. Like watching Richard Hart debate people and just absolutely own them, bro, that gets you fired up in the Ghiblies. You know what I mean?
The Ghiblies?
And the Ghiblies, dude. The Ghiblies.
Whoa.
2 Ghiblies. Get you fired up.
That's full fucking throttle right there.
Full throttle hodl, dude. Absolutely.
Well, what do you think? Does it go into your Ghiblies, or do you think what do you think happens? What do you want to see happen?
That's what I want to see. I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen. That's what I would prefer to see. That's me being
Ghibli.
Well, that's me hoping
that's you being,
for my personal vested interest.
Hitting him right in the gibbles with that.
Right in the gibbles.
What do you?
I will say that congrats to Moneymaker Mish as well, because I put I just put the link to the. I didn't have any explanation. I just put. She was asking about Pulse Chain. I put and I don't know if it was that link or not, or she found it somewhere else. But I did put the link to the bridge in the Council of LP chat, and she said she was able to bridge. So she figured it out. So she was able to. Just from whatever information she got, she was able to bridge.
Well, we already know she's wicked smart, right? So
yeah.
Oh wait, hang
she
on.
might be.
I'm not looking the right way. See, I'm trying to shoot daggers at you, but I'm shooting them off screen.
Who are you shooting them at?
Shooting them at Nathan. I'm trying to get Ted's opinion on pulse chain.
Oh,
what?
and that's
No,
my man. I just keep I'm cutting off everybody tonight, left and right. I have something to say.
You're standing over there, and you're standing over there, and I don't know which way's up.
I'm busy transacting right now, Mo. Give me a moment.
Okay. I had cocaine for breakfast.
Oh,
I was doing a thing from a movie there. You guys missed it. Role models. Moving on. Everyone's like, what? Don't clip that. Jesus. That's gonna be clipped now. Oh. Just kidding. Johnny wasn't, Johnny wasn't looking. I just wiped my nose a bunch of times. Oh my God. All right. So then Nathan, since Ted's transacting and doesn't want to give us what's deep in his gibbles, what do you think?
I'm working on it. Hold on.
Pulse chain.
Oh man. I'm not the I'm in PDAI.
What's next? What's next? Come on, you PDAI homer. I know you're a PDAI homer. Shut up. What do you think's next for PDAI? What do you think's next for pulse chain? Like the SEC's over. What's next?
Yeah. Well, it'll just be interesting. I'm just interested to see the battle on the way up. See what people decide to do. See who's left after if there's any more shakeouts. I don't know what other FUD you can throw at PDAI after what it's been through. It'd have to be something monumental. Huh? The phone?
Dude, we're battle hardened.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I was on mute. You couldn't hear. For dramatic effect, I pulled up my phone case and I slapped it a couple times, but you couldn't hear it because I was on mute. What I was trying to say is, did you see Shrey's message? Go up a little bit. Go up a little bit. And he shows how much he talks about how much he bought when PDAI got to a certain price. I'd like you to highlight that. I'm about to show the chat what a believer looks like.
I don't know.
Yeah, he bought it.
Hold up, click on it.
He bought it 303.
3036.
We're at an hour, and as we're like getting close to wrapping up, Chris is like, "I'm gonna come."
Oh, of course.
Oh, we're
not blast the shit out of this stream.
Listen.
What's up?
Listen.
What's up, buddy?
You know, listen, I'm back here and I just came on. I just saw Nathan. He just looks so good, man. So I just want to say I miss you. I miss you, baby. But listen, here's the deal. Everybody, I just want to get this clear. I got so excited. Altcoins ripping, Bitcoin's ripping, Ethereum's ripping. And you guys want to know what happened tonight? My homie hit me up and he said, "Hey, bro, let's go to the bar." I said, "I don't drink spirits. I don't want to get possessed by demons." My future ex-wife hit me up and said, "Do you want to watch television programming of imaginary stories that never happened?" I told her I deployed to the trenches. So I respectfully want to say, fuck everybody. I'm trying to escape the Matrix. Let's fucking go.
Nice.
That's fucking perfect.
I was kidding. Well, we can wrap up. I just want to just shine in real quick.
No. We ain't going anywhere. I want everyone to take a look at this message right now.
Look at that comment down below.
Which one?
Shrey picked up 300 million PDAI when it was at 3 zeros and 3 6.
Now, here's a fun fact for you. He also had PDAI before that. Uh-oh. So my question then becomes,
holy
you cannot FUD this community, bro. Like you could throw so much shit at this community. These guys are just gonna be like, "What? I'm gonna go eat crayons and fucking lick windows and buy more." You know what I mean?
Yeah. So my story with PDAI, I bought at an 80K market cap, I believe.
Oh my God.
Coming out. Yeah. And
well done.
Yeah. Here's the thing about these types of stories. So for every banger you get about, I would probably say 5 to 6 failures. So this is where it comes down to the high risk, high reward, fast money. If you're about that life, you got to keep clipping. You got to keep finding gems. You got to be willing to go through the fire and take the risk. Most people aren't that stupid, so they don't usually go down that route. But if you're willing to do that, then you're going to find gems like that. So you get your stories like PDAI, PTGC, UFO, X. One that me and Guga got in was a Coinday on base. It went from like, what was it like? It was like 100K market cap to $80 million. So, but I'm just re-emphasizing what you're saying. When you get that gem runner, very difficult to flood that community. So,
yeah.
Oh God, not this shit.
Chaos Treasury Bill, time to use the clanker.
I gotta stop joking because these guys are gonna take me way too seriously. You know, I joke a lot, and some people take every joke as literal. The only thing I don't joke about is Nathan being really cute, but outside of that, everything else is a joke.
He did his hair for you today, bud.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
He took the hair tie out.
Magnificent hair.
This is a wig.
It's a wig.
It's a wig.
He's a clone. But long story short, we're in that phase of the market where stuff's going to start popping off. You're going to see some gems and stuff. And what I recommend, if you want to do the fast money stuff, not financial advice, number one, get your main portfolio down. Whatever it is, Pulse, PulseX, main blue chips, whatever. All those are going to run. Tynex is going to do well. I can throw out a bunch of projects. You don't need to buy every single one. You just got to have a commitment in a plethora. So maybe like 5 to 6. And then if you want to go for these high risk, high rewards, I would find 10 of them, take 10 grand, clip 1,000 into each. And if one of them's a screamer, that one will cover the rest of the losses if one gets rugged or one collapses or whatnot. That's how I play the game.
Did you watch the beginning of this stream before you hopped on?
No.
Funny. You're going to want to, because I said the exact damn same. I said the same shit. I said the same exact thing as you just said. Thank you.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
We did not talk before this. We did not rehearse this. But thank you. I appreciate everything you just said.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely not financial. I said the exact same thing.
Hey, man, I told you. Hey, Matrix Proof, man. You're one of my peoples. You're a pig. So it's just how it rolls, man. So, oh, yeah. Also, Infinity's ripping right now, FYI. That one that we talked about.
Yeah.
It's the Infinity symbol. Shit.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, can you share your screen real quick?
Yeah.
Share it.
What am I putting up?
All right, so type in INFINITY, and then you should see the little infinity symbol.
Is that who did that
one? On what?
Sonic. I'm not sure.
Oh.
I'm trying to remember
Okay,
the vote.
never mind. I didn't know if it was a pulse. I assumed it was a pulse.
Here, let me see if I'll pull it
That's
up.
right. I remember we talked about this.
Yes, sir. There it is, baby. Oh, actually, it's an 8. I'm sorry. I get my 8s infinities mixed up. But yeah, man. So basically, the buy burn got activated. They burnt over 2% supply in less than 3 days, and it's generating fees, and it's going pretty crazy. So the goal is to get one of those tokens to surpass the price of Bitcoin.
Wow.
Yeah, so the market cap, I won't really worry about the market cap because remember, market cap is circulating supply times last known price. So if the supply is going down, market cap might fluctuate a little bit, steady, but the price of the token could still accelerate. So the two graphs are going to be decorrelated. Well, not really.
That's right.
Well, correlated, but kind of like decorrelated when it comes to adoption.
Well, what's it paired against?
Sonic.
So you're looking for a better ratio, right? At the end of the day, a better ratio of Infinity to Sonic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I also say you can't really focus too hard on market cap, because you're only that puts your mind in like a USD terms, a way of thinking. Whereas really, if the goal is to have more of this than Sonic, more Infinity than Sonic, you want this ratio of Infinity to Sonic to be going, and then you can go ahead and do your swap, and then that will take care of your USD gains. But you're not going against USD, you're going against Sonic. So you want to be able to beat Sonic. So the market cap doesn't really matter. It's what that ratio is, because it could do a 10x on the ratio, but not 10x the market cap, right? We've all seen that happen plenty of times. So just think about that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Very important.
Absolutely.
Good call.
Absolutely.
Good call. Good call on that. See,
yeah.
we're saying the same shit here, guys.
Yes,
Come
sir.
On.
And then and the last thing, and then I think we'll wrap this up. I don't want to keep you guys late, but King's absolutely ripping. It's doing its thing.
I'm pulling that up right now.
High,
almost 200K, bro.
How was it?
Almost 200K.
Oh,
let's go.
Dang.
Damn.
Bro, I go off and do like one thing tonight, like run a quick errand, and I was actually being a good kid, not getting into any sort of fuckery, and things are ripping. I got to start doing this more often.
Do it, yeah.
Hey. Yeah, do it, man, because BpDAI crossed 100K, and King's almost about to cross 200K. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. That's a good day right there.
Our brother from another mother, you God. Let's go, baby. Congrats.
Shout out to everyone who listened to the alpha that this fucking guy over here dropped like a week ago on King. You'd be almost a 2x by now. Let's fucking go. There is alpha on these streams.
I think it's over a 2x, honestly. A little bit.
Probably.
Yeah, but ultimately, chart looks beautiful. Nice little rounded bottom there, testing all-time high. Got a little resistance, but when we get into price discovery, that's when
hey, guess when the beautiful time to get into price discovery is? Right now.
Yes, sir.
ETH is waking up from its slumber. There's going to be a lot of price discovery happening all across the crypto sphere. Who's going to go the fastest? Who's going to go the highest? You don't have to worry about that. Just get into something that you believe in, get in a good community, and stay away from those damn 2 billion market cap coins, because you're not going to get shit with them, right? Have a little fun and just watch what happens. Watch what can happen. You guys saw what happened there. You saw what happened in BpDAI. Dragon Fart Dust, Jesus Christ. Went from 100,000 market cap to 3.5 million in 5 weeks. That was nuts. But you never know. You never know what can happen. You never know what can happen in these.
Yes, sir.
Moneymaker Mish said she got in just over at 100K from the alpha and used the Council of LP to bridge into Pulse Chain to make that happen. So that's exactly what we're talking about here, guys. If you have any questions, you got the Council of LP, you got the House of Warlords, you got the BpDAI chat. Between those three chats, if you can't find the answer to what you're looking for, you might not be asking the right questions.
Yes, sir. And the other thing I also want to add, you guys definitely want to be viewing this live stream, because I'm looking at my watch list right now. I'm not going to show you my watch list because you guys are going to front run me. It always happens. But
just
I've got.
Huh? I don't have.
Just share it with me. No one else will see it.
Okay, I'll share it with you guys for a price, $10,000. I'm just kidding. But long story short, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 bangers, and they're all sub 500K market cap. I'm waiting for entry. So if you guys want those in the future, you definitely want to be here on this live stream. I call the bombs. I don't call it when the thing's mooning. If you guys haven't caught on to that, I tell you when the thing bottoms and then starts going up, and then you get these NPC like mainstream crypto guys saying like, "Oh my god, I've been calling this forever." Nah, bro. I tell you guys at the bottom. I do not tell you at price discovery. I do not use you for exit liquidity. There's nothing more I can do to set you up. So I got these plays. If you want them, come in here. I want you to follow Mo. I want you to follow Johnny. I want you to follow Ted. I want you to follow my boy Nathan. I want you to follow me at the verse 369. because it's only going to be released here, and then I'm gonna show like a crackhead on Twitter. So that's all I want to say.
Nice, man.
Looking
forward to that.
That's a perfect time to transition. Sorry, go ahead, Johnny.
I was just gonna make a comment. We didn't have that 3 cycles ago. So this is my 3rd cycle. So my first cycle was the exact opposite. So everything that he was just joking around about, saying like, I'm not gonna call it at the top. I'm not gonna use you as exit liquidity. That's exactly how these KOLs work. That's exactly how they work. They get a supply, they get their shit pumping, they go ahead and start talking about it, and as they're talking about it, they're selling. And this kind of came to light. This came to light big time last cycle. I mean, everyone kind of knew it was happening, but then with like Zach XBT and all that kind of stuff, and all these guys learning how to do on-chain analysis a lot better. Yeah, you don't really. I don't really hear. People are smarter now. People are a lot smarter now, and they know to kind of, just because some big name guy says something. I mean, there's still going to be your cycle 1 guys just getting into crypto. They're going to press buy when someone opens their mouth, but we're not here to do any of that. We're not here for that. No one's paying us shit. At least no one's paying me anything.
Hey, Chris.
What's up?
I've been keeping an eye on that Heroes of Mavia.
Mavia,
I mean, yeah, Mavia. And dude, I think you're right. I mean, the other day when we were looking at it, it was like, okay, and she's recovered well, and I see promise. I did a little more digging with what you were saying about it being the, potential of really good future gaming system and approach, and I bought in. I went in.
Oh yeah, it's good stuff, man. Yeah, there's a lot of games in the gaming narrative, and a lot of it is vaporware, but I don't think Heroes of Mavia is vaporware, in my opinion. So yeah, I think it's gonna be great. Guga likes it, Crash likes it, so a lot of people are gonna be pushing it. And there is another game, but I don't really talk about it too much because a lot of KOLs were really shilling it hard and using people for exit liquidity. But yeah, man, like I said, Mavia is probably the only gaming play I'll show hard this cycle, and I think it's going to billions. And what's it at? Like 12 million right now?
All right.
Wait, what's it at now?
12 million, I think.
That was at 10 million when you told it, when you brought it to our attention.
12.8 right now.
Yeah, it was at like 10.4. I have a weird memory about stupid stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, I got my entry on that one, I think, was like 5 million. So I'm only up at 2x right now.
Oh, that's interesting. So this is one that's split on. You can get it on Base or Ethereum, and they're maintaining parity, each of them.
Yeah, they have a partnership with Coinbase, from my understanding.
Oh, why would you want to get on the Ethereum side though? It's so cheap to transact on Base. It's
nice.
Well,
that's what that Spectral AI coin did. Remember that one? That had an ETH component as well as on Base.
That was
on Base though.
What's the liquidity on ETH and Base? Like what's that dollar amount?
ETH is 153K liquidity. Go ahead.
Okay.
You got it.
No, you're right on it.
Oh.
What's
ETH ETH is way less volume though. It's still 12.8 million market cap. It's volume 34K and 153K liquidity. But on Base, and then there's no way to tell fully on Base though, because it's on Aerodrome. So I mean, the Aerodrome LP is 704K liquidity. And they have 250,000 in volume today and 12.8 MCAP. So
yeah, chances are, what I've seen with stuff like that, what they'll probably actually no, I don't think they're gonna move the liquidity onto Base. I think they're just gonna keep on those two chains, because I think the reason why they want it on ETH is because there's just so much money on there, and then on Base they just want to put it out there so that retail doesn't struggle with gas fees. Because like a lot of those whales, they're okay with doing like $1,000 transaction. They don't care if you have millions. But for the little guy, that ain't gonna be the case. So,
all right, something for everybody. Whales can go ahead and play the whale games. and then you can buy $5 bag if you want on base because it's not going to cost you $4 to
Johnny-son,
see.
would you give us some of your last words, some of your prophetic words, sir?
Sure, I'm up first, huh? Okay, so kind of piggybacking a little bit off of what Chris said. I definitely would like to take a little bit of time to explain to everybody the time is coming to where you're going to need to choose a team that you're comfortable going into battle with. Okay. We are going to be entering, and Shrey put it in the chat like 8 times. We're going to be entering the PvP arena. Okay. So if you try going about this yourself, you are not going to make anywhere near what you're capable of making. You'll do much better if you have some OGs in your corner, if you get plugged into a community that is there to help you succeed, watch you succeed, hold your hand if you need it. Okay. If you try doing this on your own, I did the last 2 cycles. I was a nobody on X. I didn't even know what Telegram was until Titan X came out. So if you try doing this on your own, it's usually not gonna turn out as well as it could if you have at least some people that know what they're doing in your corner. Also, you're gonna need to take a good hard look at, I'll call it a clan leader. Is he active and engaged at all times, or only when the candles make it convenient to be present? If you're going to battle and your leader didn't like the odds and just said, I'm going to sit this one out, guys, are you still going to go into battle, or would you rather have a ride or die by your side? I keep saying the same talking points because we're going to see an interesting bell curve of projects. Shout out Mo for the bell curve idea. We're going to see an interesting bell curve of projects that do well, and the correlation of how loud the founders and community are. Like I said, this is my 3rd cycle, and I can tell you that I've seen this movie before. If your leaders can't be bothered to show up when things are bad, then what's going to happen when the bear market rears its ugly head? Not a sermon, just a thought.
Appreciate you, sir. Well said.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add to that. That's perfect. Ted?
Yeah, man.
Thanks for coming on, by the way.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the shout out. Johnny and Chris, absolutely. The thing is, find a community that you can believe in, trust in, and if that community is going to provide the level of support that this one will, consider yourself lucky, because they really are few and far between. So this group right here, definitely in it for long haul. OGs, that's for sure. I don't see any selling anytime. So Dragon Fart Dust, let's hear for it, Dragon Fart Dust. And these guys right here, man, they're becoming brothers every day. Deeper and deeper, the love grows. And these streams, we're going to keep them going. I love being a part of them, because this whole approach, this whole concept is growing. It's I can see the adoption happening. And with what just occurred, all-time high in BpDAI, I mean, come on, guys. Now we're at 107,000 market cap.
Whoa.
We've seen this go up 17,000. More than 17,000 since the stream started. And it hasn't been a chill session at all. It's just it's organically happening, which is beautiful. So hats off to everyone in this stream. Be sure to follow them. I'm out.
Yo.
Hey, Shrey, shout out, sir.
Good
You're
night.
going to sleep. I appreciate you. It's like 5 a.m. out there, so I appreciate
Shrey,
you.
you're a
Good
legend.
morning.
You're a legend.
I appreciate you staying up for this. You are a legend. Please, everyone, go into the House of Warlords. Make sure you're in that chat. I know a lot of people still aren't in there, and you guys are missing out on just alpha plays every single day. Get in that chat. And then before I kick it to you, Nathan, for the last words, Money Maker Miss, you want to know, what does battle look like? What does that mean? You saw the chart. You saw our chart right there. Let me show you a different chart, and I'm not going to show you the name. I'm just going to show you the chart. And
allegedly,
I like
I'm
this.
going to
I like
show
this.
you. Hang on, let me take that off, and we're going to do that. That right there is a chart of a team and a founder that is not doing battle for you. So, what does battle look like? What does battle look like? That's what battle looks like. That's what a team battling for you. That's what a community battling looks like. Right there. Shrey, we appreciate the hell out of you. Nathan, give me your last words. I'm not going to tag any on. We're going to go straight to the end. Maybe I'll give you a little war cry at the very end, but that's it.
Yeah, I don't have much to say, but I do want to give the quick rundown. We are on the verge of flipping Cumcoin once again. Our eternal nemesis on our eternal nemesis on Zora is Cumcoin.
Nice.
That thing on the other day. All right, yeah. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead. Sorry, Nathan.
We flip cum. That's what.
God, Jesus Christ, bro. That's
Stop, Nathan.
Hey, you know what? This is like when people are like, you're going to hell, and you're like, yeah, but that joke's not the reason. Like, that's not going to be the reason we're getting kicked off YouTube. We will, but that's not the one.
Yeah, no. I'm going to heaven, and St. Peter's going to be like, he's like, dude, the cum joke was funny. Come on. It was.
I'm sure he'll say that.
We had a rip in the timeline since Trump was president. So, and this is proof to verify that.
It was Harambe, dude. It was the.
I'm just joking. I'm joking, man. Keep going. Sorry.
But no, I'm super excited to be here with you guys every week. I've heard rumblings that there may be a full collaboration here of a future video coming out. So I'm looking forward to that from Young Stunner. And I'm not going to read Shrey's comments. That's yeah.
Y'all saw it. You can read it for yourself.
Hey, we're having fun. Times. We had a little bit of everything on the stream tonight. Yeah, we had a little bit of everything on the stream tonight. I like where the education went tonight. We had some success stories from Moneymaker Mish getting on the pulse chain, getting some X's. And meanwhile, we watched ourselves go to all-time high. So hey, I'm gonna be all-time high after this. Guys, come on, Chris on that stuff.
Haram.
I don't want to disappoint you. No,
he's a gummy guy.
Straight and narrow from here on.
He's a gummy guy.
I'm not a drinker.
TEDx.
He's a gummy guy, man. Sugar-free, of course.
I would not have guessed this stream was going to end on the note of sugar-free gummies, but it is. I hope you guys have a great day. Have a great week. We will see you again very soon. You are all animals that chose violence. Hang on. No, come back. I'm putting you center stage. Get the pumping back up.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, come on. Let's fucking go. Get that fucking energy.
Yeah, your one arm is going to be huge.
It's like 400 pounds.
Pump it, baby.
Yo,
all right,
wait.
Guys.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, what? No, because I'm going to end it. So if you got anything else to say, do it right now.
All right. Who's that
you
guy
got the,
anchor that was lifting fake weights and doing that same exact thing? It was Chris.
Yeah, he's
Kumo.
like, I don't know if you heard.
Yeah,
yes.
Chris Kumo. He's got some Chris Kumo vibes going on right now, lifting some fake weights. I'm just.
I don't know if you heard. I just did 5,000 push-ups.
70,000.
Yeah.
Doing it the whole time on stream. You just didn't know it.
He got lit up by the bodybuilding community. So, all right, but I'll let you wrap up. I'll stop interrupting.
Nope, that's it, guys.
Much love, boys.
Appreciate y'all. See you again next time. Maybe this weekend we'll have a surprise stream. I don't know. You guys are such animals, choosing violence all the time. Maybe. Definite stream on Monday though, and we're gonna keep doing this in increments as we keep going up. Every metric we hit. So we'll say no matter what, we stream at our regular pace, and then should you guys hit 150.
Time out.
The one.
Time out.
The 150 streaming.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh,
Time out. What's the maximum amount of people that you're allowed to have that you can have stream on here? Because I know you have like the banger version.
Is this
is it
the
10?
8 or 10?
No,
I think
is
it's
this
10.
the
Mo.
you have the highest one, right?
10.
Yeah.
You might
1,
be able to
2,
do 20.
3,
I double
4.
check it. I think it's more than 10, but don't take my word for it.
Well, the only reason why I ask is because I think it would be interesting if we get someone that is not a streamer, just someone from the community that pops on with us and can either ask us questions or we can ask them, like, how's crypto going for you? You know, what have you learned this cycle? What would you like to learn more of? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just get someone from the community on here, because I know you guys are probably tired of seeing my ugly ass. You know, let's get someone on here that's like, hey, you know, I'm just part of the community and I just want to say what's up, whatever's on your mind. So open invite, let us know.
Open invite. I was literally just going to do that. Here. Moneymaker Mish, if you want to come on.
He's got to come up.
You don't have to, you know, you can keep an avatar up and just use your voice if that's what you want to do. But open invite to everyone, but especially Moneymaker Mish. We'd like to maybe hear some stories of you.
So Mo, how would you make that accessible to the masses?
Just DM us or hit us up.
You can also
Telegram chats.
You can also just post it.
We've actually been Mo's been putting the link in the BpDAI group and in House of Warlords, and we could put it in Council LP too.
Yeah, you just post it publicly, and if they turn out to be a clown, you can kick them off. And the other thing is, we can do a section on that, and then we should do like a public shill section. If you got like a banger project, you want to come up and tell us about it.
Oh yeah,
there you go.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But here's the deal: if you come show your project and it's absolutely trash, we'll say it to your face. I just want to make that clear. So
we got
100%.
Mo has, dude. We have sound effects queued up for just such an occasion.
Yeah, hit it, Mo.
Yeah,
because here's the whole thing out.
Here's the deal. Last thing I'll say this, and I know Mo wants to go. I'm all about getting that new, you know what I'm saying? The fast money, the new projects coming out, you know, while you wait for the rest of your portfolio to moon, there's always new projects coming out. Like there's one called like Rado that came out today. I saw it at 100K market cap. It's sitting at 5 million, dude. I'm like, but it is what it is. So, all right, Mo, do your thing. Yeah, pour some out. Miss a 50x, dude. You know, could have changed some lives. Could have bought some dumb stuff with that money, but instead, you know, it is what it is.
All right, you know what? This will make you feel good because we all like it when somebody else fails when we're failing. On Solana, I did one of those degen moments, and on X, there's a influencer that has like 500,000, maybe even 1 million followers, and coin popped up for him, and I was like, fuck it, let's go. And I put $100 into it, and then 10 minutes later he posts, that's not my coin, funny, neat experiment, but not mine at all. It nukes, I sell, and then 20 minutes later he's like, but I haven't sold what they gave me, what should I do with it? Should I just burn it in the LP? And it shoots up to like 50 million, and I missed like a 500x off my $100, and I'm like, are you it was only $100. Why didn't I just This is why most people don't win.
Yeah. Well, actually,
stay
off
Solana.
While you're talking about that on live stream, that's crazy. Look at this. I'm gonna see if I can show you this. Dude, this is crazy. Look at that market cap. You see it?
No. What does that say?
Is it a 9? 9.8?
9.
It's pretty blurry.
9.8. I just missed 100x. Damn it.
Sorry. There'll be another. There will always be another.
When it passes 50, I'll 50 million market cap. Then I will give you I'll give you the crown.
Yep. Oh, well, actually, mine's on the orange screen. That's why you can't see it.
Don't fucking top blast it.
No, I'm not. No, dude. 10, like once it gets to like that 2 to 3, you just let it go, man. So it is what it is.
Just let it go.
Just let it go, man. It's like that. Yeah. It's like that girl. You just gotta let go. She's cool. Actually, I don't want to go into details. We got girls watching this, but like I said, she's your friend. You just gotta let her go. So it is what it is.
Player.
All right, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all had a great stream. We will see you again very soon.
From North Carolina.
There you go. There's your workout.
Dara!
Have a great day. Peace out. Have a great weekend. Eth is
Happy Mother's
finally
Day.
going.
Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there.
Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, Mom, who's never watching this because she doesn't watch the internet or even know I'm on the internet. It's fine.
The interweb.
Those web things. How's your internet money, fart money doing? I told her.
My mom's got a bag of dragon fart dust. Uh-oh.
I told her.
Happy Mother's Day to all the milfs out there.
All right. Peace out, guys.
I'm blue, I've indeed, I've died, 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 I've indeed.